Kwame with a reggae recipe.
Kwame with a reggae recipe right about now, and it's all about my special guest. I'm about to join in conversation, an act that continues the lineage of a great tradition of bands from Jamaica. We're talking like historical ones like Third World, Inner Circle, Black Uhuru, and them ones there. It's all about the mighty Raging Fyah in the building right now. What's going on, gentlemen? Welcome to the show, Kuma and Pele.
Greetings, thanks for having us.
Blessed love, Rasta Kwame. We're there, man. I give thanks, you know.
Give thanks every time. Enough respect for passing through the show, gentlemen. You know what, though, Kuma? I missed your recent show at London's Jazz Cafe. I was absolutely gutted. It was due to works. But by all accounts, I heard it was a very, very good show. How was it for you? And was it your first one in the UK?
Yeah, first one in London. You know, we played 2 years ago.
Okay.
Well, I think we played O2 Arena. We did the O2 with Shaggy and Morgan Heritage in 2012. But the Jazz Cafe was on that billing at the time, but the show got cancelled, you know, so this is our first time in the Jazz Cafe.
First time representing in the UK.
Yeah, man, I will feel good, you know.
Okay, and Pele, how did you find the UK audiences compared to like where other places you perform?
Well, to be honest, the tour lasted like for about a month, you know, and the Jazz Cafe was the last show for the tour, and I must say it was the best vibes for the whole tour.
Really?
Yeah, man, the energy inside the cafe was amazing.
Properly. It's a legendary venue.
Yeah, and it feels good to sold out a Jazz Cafe on a Tuesday night.
Okay.
Reggae music
Absolutely massive. That's what people don't know about the reggae vibe. People love it out there. And they do show with their hands when it comes to live shows. So what positions do you guys play in the band, Pele? What do you do?
I'm the bass player and background vocals.
Okay. So you are hold the thing together with a solid B line. And Kuma?
Yeah, man, I'm the lead singer, you know, play a little guitar sometimes.
Play a little guitar sometime.
Yeah,
that's putting it very, very humbly, innit? I like.
Yeah, other members of the band are Anthony Watson on drums, them are Gale on keys, and Cortland White lead guitars.
Okay, so as I was saying earlier, you're continuing a great tradition of bands from Jamaica. I've been a big fan of many of them over the years. You guys are like 3 albums deep right now, and that's a big achievement in music still. But how did the band come together? Tell us, Kumar. I understand you all connected in college back in the day.
Yeah, you know, Edna Manley School of Music, Visual and Performing Arts. Yeah, you know, we all met at school with the exception of Cortland White, the lead guitarist, who's, you know, a street musician as we would call him. He got his knowledge off the street, you know, but
a street musician.
Yeah, he never really come Edna Manley, and he's much older than we are, you know, so he's really from the veteran age, you know, with the Abyssinians, them, and even Black Uhuru.
Wow.
You know, he used to play with these people, so he's like an inspiration to us.
Right.
As an elder, you know, amongst us. So
True.
The rest of us, though, as youth, went to Edna Manley School of Music, and
that's quite a famous place for music education in the West Indies, right?
Yeah, because it's the only school of its kind in the English-speaking Caribbean.
Okay.
Yeah, that you can go and get that kind of formal training, but you know, most of what they teach you practically is classical stuff. But we actually felt closer, you know, to the root. So big up Mr. Iba Cooper from Third World, who, you know, was a teacher at Edna Manley, and he actually, you know, gave us a lot of the lessons that we needed to actually go in the world and make reggae music or careers. You know?
Right. Otherwise, you could have been doing like some classical kind of sound.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Would I play all in a jazz or in a hotel somewhere? I play some for release and some Bach and.
Oh wow. So your sound definitely roots reggae, definitely very cultural. Are you all of the Rastafarian liberty in the band?
Yeah, well, you know, we deal with life, and you know, most people, because I hear everybody call it Rastafari still, but really and truly, each and every one in the Raging Fyah band, you know, is very spiritual, you know, and His Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie, you know, really opened up my eyes, you know, into a different world, you know, coming out of a Christian home. You know, I had a certain, you know, connection with even the Bible and just, you know, my own upbringing. So I realized my father, a Rasta man, my mother got a church, so I was right there in the middle, taking from both sides. So it actually, you know, gave me a new light, a new life. So I'm actually past the whole philosophy of just, you know, calling myself a Rastafarian right now. I go and live my life more and more each day and keep growing, you know, as we go to learn. And
okay, powerful. And Pele, same for you?
Yeah, man, likewise. You know, it's all about life and the liberty. You know, for us, it's more a lifestyle than you're trying to box it in a religion kind of vibe. We are more of the lifestyle of just living good with everybody.
Okay. Yeah. So, Kuma, how would you explain the concept of Rastafari to someone who would want to know?
Yeah, well, it's Rastafari for I. You know what I mean? For me, it's really what it is. Like most people would say Rastafari now is Christianity in our next way. You know, because over the years, growing up in the church, you grew up with a picture of a white man as Jesus Christ in your house. Me say, grandma, what that? On the wall, who that man there, you know? But them can't answer that question. You know, so going around a lot of the Rasta elders, big up Babandi, and reasoning with a lot of people, including my father over the years, I kind of realized that, you know, Rastafari was what black people was searching for, you know, as a object, as a symbol really to actually feel good about themselves, knowing that we have a black king who we can, you know, even represent as God in our own eyes based on what was given to us as slaves for years. So in that general sense, you find say people with us attach themselves to Rastafari as black people, but it's way deeper than that if you really go into liberty and lifestyle, because I embrace the Buddhist principle, the Buddha them, you know, everybody, the monk, we go in a Russia and we go up in the monastery with some of the monks up there, and it was a, you know, a good experience for me, you know, seeing that peace, you know, because that is what I am after in life, you know, peace and happiness. I'm not really after segregation and actually trying to separate myself from people, because we are one in the spirit. If you listen to music, Region 5 music, you'll realize that it's very clean and wholesome for the entire family, color, class, creed. So, yeah, you know, most of our fans, I wouldn't say we have no specific set of fans. It's everybody that listen to Raging Fire. So Rastafari that, you know.
Was the monks them listening to Raging Fire?
Yo, a Rastafari music, man. Yeah, man. So them listen, man. Them listen
it's
for everybody,
clean.
yeah. Because we don't really try and box ourselves in, you know. You can listen to Raging Fire song and get life, you know.
Okay.
Out of it, yeah.
So Pele, the bass, the foundation of reggae music in terms of instrumentation, for me, definitely anyway. Who are some of the acts that have kind of like influenced you to do what you do today?
Well, you know, definitely Family Man, Aston Bard from Wheelers, you know, Robbie from Sly and Robbie, you know, but also a man like Leroy Sibbles, you know, Bud Basie from Channel 1, all of them bass line, the Heptones, you know, Flabber Holtz likewise, you know, but, you know, otherwise we listen widely same way, so like even a Jaco Pastorius, a great bassist who play a lot of jazz music, and Victor Houghton, you know, we listen widely just the same, but in the reggae circle, those elders, we look up to those elders and really go in on their music to get a lot of inspiration.
True. So when was the first time you picked up the bass and thought this was going to be my instrument? Do you play all of the guitars, or is it just bass focused?
Well, to be honest, I fool around everything pretty much. Keyboards, drums, you know, acoustic guitar. But bass, I would say officially in 2002, like I really put aside all other instruments and say, yo, this is what I'm going to focus on. You know, and yeah, from then on, I've just been really focusing on the bass.
On the bass line. Okay, so Kuma, what's your like top reggae track of all time? Do you have a single one?
Why, you know, it's hard if you just pick one song, because it's a whole heap of music still. But Garnet Silk is one of my favorite, if not my favorite, you know, singer still, you know.
Okay.
And just him spirit and everything that he had to offer still. So,
okay.
You know, if you do wrong, they complain, man. Even if you call the father's name, it's the same. What they want us to do. You know, so that is my song of all time.
Powerful words. That's a big tune. Are you dancehall fans as well, Pele?
What?
When we say Gully or Gaza?
We don't say none of them.
Music.
We say music.
We
say
music.
music.
Yeah,
okay.
As a backing band, big up Vibes Cartel, because we play for Cartel already.
Okay.
You know, more than once, you know, in the past. So it's like, we did it in the dance hall. Before Raging Fire, I was a dancehall artist. I used to make dancehall music.
Really?
Yeah, as a different name.
As a band?
No, as just Kumar, as Damari, a different name with Birchill and Shaggy them. So it was a whole new life. So I understand, you know, the dynamics still of the dancehall.
Of the whole dancehall.
The calling was where I am right now, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's an interesting one still. Okay, so a large portion of the reggae sound at the moment is coming out of Europe. Productions like Silly Walks Disco, Frenchy and the Maximum Sound, a whole bunch of German producers as well, inspired by the likes of JR Blender from Major Lazer and more. But what's like your take on this, Pele? Is this affecting the food chain in any way? Are you happy to see the spread of the music, or how does it resonate with you?
Well, to be honest, I'm happy to see the music growing across all borders, you know, because to know that out of Jamaica, a little country like Jamaica, you know, it has gone to an international scale where people, as I say, in Germany is now holding the music as a big genre. So I feel proud to know that the music has taken on wings, you know, and other people in other countries are now using it to, and it's giving it credit as reggae music. They're not trying to box it in as something else that they are found. You know, they're saying that this is reggae music, and they are using all the attributes of reggae music just the same. And we don't mind as Raging Fyah. We have worked with Silly Wax before, you know, because, I mean, the content is good and pleasing to the ear. So once it's good, we really appreciate their take on the music and their feel of the music.
Right.
Yeah.
Kuma, do you find it to resonate the same way, or can you like tell a European cut straight away the minute you hear it? Say, well,
yeah, man. A band like Dubacom, when you hear Dubacom I play for some Luton Fyah and for Jamies and them, you can't tell the difference. Because them, you know, them have it in a way, you know, over the years, with them actually put themselves into the music. Because as me say, Raging Fyah will make everlasting music, so time don't matter. Life is what matter, and them people understand life. So Bob Marley did say it in the music, I'll grow and grow till you reach the rightful people. People not black, not white, people are people. So at the end of the day, when a man can take up something and make it into him own, you know, you have the US section same way where you have the California bands who are playing reggae music, and it's a whole different sound mixed with kind of sublime feeling rock.
yeah.
And it's working because then the kids over that side are actually growing into something that is not mashing up them ears. It has something more pleasing to the ears, and the lyrics, if you listen to it, are good lyrics. It's positive music, you know what I mean? So we don't feel no way as a can't feel no way.
Okay. We love that. So you referred earlier to being a backing band for the acts like Vibes Cartel in the dancehall, etc. Was Raging Fyah originally going to be like a studio band in the traditional, like a Roots Radic, or was the intention always to be a band in your own right?
You know, to be honest, what we are doing now is what we had always visioned for us as a band, you know, but we needed to go through those process
Lessons.
and those lessons to be where we are today, and really appreciate it, because us as a band being on a stage like Sting, you know, playing for like
artists.
50 artists for the night, you know,
Wow.
it helps us to a lot of things, stamina, you know, memory, spontaneous, because artists are turning around and say, yo, rhythm.
Remember my rhythm.
And you have to just jar the rhythm there, and I say, yeah. So, and diversity, because as I said, we play for Vibes Cartel and the Gaza Man them, but at the same time we play for Martha Griffiths, John Holt and Freddie. So
Wow.
the whole variety help us as a band to cover a lot and study a lot of music, you know, because at the time we want to make sure so we are the best out there, you know.
Nobody, you know, every tune.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man.
So did people recognize you as Raging Fyah at the time, in that era?
Yeah, man, Raging Fyah, the name in 2006, you know, the name take on to flesh still, but really and truly,
especially the artists and promoters, you know,
they knew the band.
They would knew the band, and they would call for the band to play for extra because, you know, as we say, we work on
The
a
best,
certain standard.
yeah,
Firm
so Raging
settings.
Fyah, the best sound. So.
Mad. Couple of years ago, I heard one big tune of yours called Sunshine, and I've been a fan ever since. I love that song, along with many others that I discovered around the same time of yours as well. What's kind of like your songwriting process, Kuma? Do you write all the songs for the band?
Well, yeah, well, it's a collective effort, you know, amongst ourselves. So Raging Fyah music, you'll find, say, Pele will come to there and say, yo, Combs, boy, hear this. I have a look at melody in my head, you know, down the riverside, and I say, what Pele, yo, that melody, you know, say, I forgot this already. And then tomorrow will come and say, yo, me hear the guitar behind that, you know. So you find that it's just a collective effort of everybody coming together. It just might start with a melody before you even have a word.
Okay.
And you might have a melody in 2011 and 2015. You hum back the melody and the man say, yo, you know, say this what you say. And the melody there, because we not show them, you know, we keep a lot of, you know.
It's a natural inspiration.
Yeah.
Okay, so your new album, Everlasting, your third studio album, out right now, very, very big. I'd recommend everybody go and pre that one. Big tunes they're like Humble with Jesse Royal, the title track Everlasting, and of course the one that I always speak about, my favorite tune, Ragamuffin. That one is a big one. But for anyone who hasn't checked it yet, what's a good like overall description of it? It's got that 80s influence, etc. But how would you describe it to someone who you'd like to sell the album to, really and truly?
Yeah, well, Raging Fyah has 3 albums, and this is the best of the 3 albums, you know, Everlasting. So I think if, you know, you really want to find out about the band, You know, you can start at Everlasting. You know what I mean? And then you realize if you go before Everlasting, then you're gonna have to listen to album to get up there. So, but Everlasting going to tell you exactly what the band has been through. You know, listen to that record, even musically, you can say, but hold on, them arrive at a song like, you know, Happiness, or even a song like Everlasting. They must have had another song, you know?
Yeah.
So really and truly, Everlasting is that project, and we have a big up VP Records, you know, to give us the opportunity and this one, and working with a producer like Lamar Riffraff Brown, who is a producer for Stephen Marley and keyboard player. So there are many reasons to go and listen to this album. We have Busy Signal on this album, who never just come on one song, but two songs, you know, on this album. J Boog, you know, who is doing really well in the United States and Hawaii and all those places, you know, so we have a big up J Boog. So really and truly, Everlasting, mixture of different sounds, different elements of music, you know, it's a wide range. We have a lot of spiritual, you know, music in it, and African influence as well, in terms of the sound. So
okay,
it's a whole world, man.
It's a whole deep
and it's great production. So once you put it in, you know, all the songs are on the same level. It now go mash up your ears. So if you click play on your Google Play, you know,
everything clean all the way from start to finish.
That's
kind of crazy still. You know what, Kuba? You have to add salesman to the CV, you know, because you put that one out there properly. I can't even touch that one or embellish. It's a very, very good body of work, people, and I advise you to definitely go check it. Sound of my special guest in conversation right now, the mighty Raging Fyah, and the album is called Everlasting. So Pele, how does you put out your first two albums by yourselves, right?
Right.
So how does the independent artist experience compare to being signed to like your new label VP now?
Yeah, well, I mean, in terms of recording the music, it was pretty much the same process, you know, because nothing wasn't forced onto us. Like, we didn't do a track and they say, or they didn't, as a company, they didn't say to us, yeah, we needed to go in this direction or X, Y, Z. You know, it was all up to us to say, this is what we're feeling, and when we played, they were just happy with it. But I mean, we have seen a greater, a wider body of audience reach since the company has come on board. You know, because I mean, as a big company like VP, they press one button on the computer and everybody, Kwame have it in email.
Link. Yeah.
You see me? So we do see that pressure being released from us, because before that we would have to try and get every link and try and get every contact and do it all by ourselves, you know. But you know, as we step up the ladder, we give thanks for the support that we are getting right now.
Okay, that's sounding brilliant. Kuma, music sales unfortunately right now at an all-time low, downloading at an all-time high. How do you navigate this scenario as a band in 2016 moving forwards?
Yeah, well, I mean, streaming is where it's at. You have Pandora, you have Sirius Satellite Radio, and you have stuff like the next big one, the name, Spotify, same way. So you have online places where you can get the music, but you see, really and truly, music in itself, the physical music, the physical CD, the physical vinyl, these things are what people still buying those things. So even though the world I report that music now sell, this now sell, that now sell, it's just how much you want to sell. You know what I mean? It's just how much do you want to sell? 1 million, 3 million, 40 million? But just have, my grandmother always tell me, one cocoa full basket. So you see when we're on tour, if we have 1,000 CD and you realize you finish the tour and you don't have that 1,000 CD, you sell 1,000 record. And if you do that every month for 10 years and you're touring, that means you're selling records, because people still buying vinyl. We're on tour and we sell out the vinyl them before the CDs.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, people still want to buy it, you know? It's just that the bigger companies and the bigger artists, them spend $1 million shoot one video and expect that when them sell back record, it cover the cost. It's not going to work.
True.
So it's just how high you hang your hat, you know? But record I sell for Raging Fyah at least. So go get your vinyl and your CD and them thing for Raging Fyah. Have it in your house, put it on your wall. Show your grandpick to them, see?
1,000 per show times 10. That's like 10,000.
Just check the numbers, man. If you're patient, just check the numbers.
Because I mean, even though we say it's not selling, I mean, nothing beats a live performance.
Yeah.
You know, so for us as a band, that's the best
it's
platform.
It's all
for
about
us,
that, isn't it? Yeah. Naturally. Crazy. Okay, so Dashwater, new single, great video, good vibes kind of feel. I definitely recommend that one as well for people to go check that out. Nice settings by the waterfall. Was that self-directed by the band, Pele?
No, it was directed by Chisha Bent, and no, it's not family of Kumar Bent. It's just
Okay.
it's
Yeah,
just
right.
coincidence, but
Coincidence.
it could be because they're from the same community
place.
back in Jamaica. But it was
Right.
directed by Chisha Bent. You know, she came with the concept, and actually initially that was the same idea that we had for the video with the
Yeah, so we just
waterfall
explain it to management and him tell her, say, yo, get all heap of water and don't left out the drone.
Okay.
And just, you know, make sure we have 2 nice pretty girls, but them come with 3. So what we're gonna do? We just say, oh, you mean? It feels good, you
Yeah.
know, dash water.
It looked like a really, really nice vibe around
Yeah,
there.
man.
Visualization in general is
Yeah,
quite
yeah,
like
yeah,
you have
yeah.
quite a very funky look in terms of your artwork and the videos. Everything looked good. Some of reggae's biggest acts are bands like Black Uhuru, The Wailers, Steel Pulse, etc. What's the ambition for Raging Fyah, Kuma?
Yeah, well, the ambition, as I said, we mission statement, no change from morning still, is really to create wholesome music for the entire family, that the entire family can appreciate and love. So our concerts should, you know, be stadium concerts one day. Why? Because everybody can come. It now gonna be that only teenager are like your music, or just old
Over
people like your
18.
music, or just teeny boppers. No, when you put on a show, it's supposed to be that all walks of life, everybody can come in and feel the same vibe from this one love, from this music. So yeah, man, big up all the great legends through reggae music same way. And even the rock legend them took listen a lot of rock music, and I watch even U2 in concert and some of these people, and you realize that it's possible for reggae music. You know, it's possible if you just believe, and before you go feed, you know, just pray hard, man, and do it, you know.
Jano Star. Wishing you definitely all the maximum strength for that one in the very near future as well. So is it heavy touring that's on the cards for the next few months, or is it
Yeah,
taking a break
man.
time now?
Touring, non-stop. We not-
Non-stop.
Everlasting tour.
everlasting tour. You know, because we really and truly, that's where it's at. Going to all the venues, underground, every little nook and cranny where you can go, and just keep promoting. We start the next tour January 24th. In between that, still we have a few one-off dates, weekend dates, still leading up to January. But January is when the hard work kick in again. You know, with Tribal
Okay.
Seeds and Natalie Rice in the US. About 34 dates. You know, January up until March across the US. You know, probably
Okay.
every state. So it's a good look.
So very,
Keep
very
touring.
good.
Yeah, man. Some nice venues as well. So
Keeps you away from home though.
yeah, you know, and the family and the wife and the kids and everything. But you know, they understand, because before this they were there, you know, and them really and truly encourage and make sure that, you know, we stay up to it, because, you know, it's a mission.
Natural, it's a mission. Well said. So guys, thank you very much for passing by the Reggae
Yes,
Recipe. Before you guys out the building, anything you'd like to share with the fans? What's the social media links if people want to keep up with you?
Wow. All right, Raging Fyah, RAGINGFYAH. So it's Raging Fyah, at Raging Fyah on Instagram, at Raging Fyah on the Twitter, and then the Facebook. That them use our slash, but it's still Raging Fyah. Everything is just fire. www.ragingfyah.com. You can't lose. Just remember the fire spell, FYAH, and you can't go wrong.
Okay, I know it's a raging one at the front of that as well. Okay, a final word to any new fans you might have made tonight, or any existing ones out there in the UK for you right now.
Wow, new fans, welcome. You're part of the Fire Squad. Enjoy the experience. It's everlasting.
Don't say a word. Everything good. Raging Fyah, Kuma, Pele, thank you very much for passing through the show. Let me go and drop another big song on the LP right now, the Reggae Recipe.
Yes, Jaja.
Ras Kwame with a reggae recipe.